Survivor debuted in the summer of 2000. In the program's 22 years on the air, it's featured players of all ages. Contestants have been born in every decade from the late 20s to the early 2000s. Over the course of more than 40 seasons, over 600 people have competed head-to-head on the hugely influential and groundbreaking TV show. And in the 2+ decades it's been on the airwaves, sadly, 10 of these players have passed away since leaving the island. Join Facts First as we pay tribute to the 10 former Survivor castaways who have died over the years. Sunday Burquest. This castaway was loved immensely by all of her Survivor Millennials vs. Gen X co-stars. She served as a surrogate mother of sorts for all the other castaways on the island. She formed particularly strong bonds with her fellow Gen X tribe mates Chris Hammonds and Brett LaBelle, and she connected in a special way with the Millennial tribe member Adam Klein, whose mother was being treated for cancer while they were on the island. When Sunday appeared on Survivor, she'd already beaten breast cancer once, so it was especially heart-wrenching to learn she'd been diagnosed with ovarian and esophageal cancer in 2020. On April 18, 2021, Sunday lost her battle with the disease at age 50. B.B. Anderson. Anderson was one of the first Survivor castaways. He competed in the first season of the series in Borneo. At the time, B.B. was 64. In 2013, he died at age 77 after succumbing to brain cancer. His obituary described him as a man who was larger than life with a heart to match. It went on to describe him as someone with an unmatched zest for life and a world traveler and avid sportsman. Anderson apparently also had a profound love for cigars, fine wine, close friendships, and healthy political debate. He was survived by his daughter Alexandra, his 4 sons Mark, Darren, John, and Todd, and his wife Jan. Cliff Robinson. This former NBA player was aptly placed in the Brawn tribe during Survivor Cagayan Brains vs. Bronze vs. Beauty. Robinson formed an alliance with his tribe mate and fellow athlete Wu Huang early on in the season. Unfortunately, he was voted out before the tribes could merge. His competitors made the decision since they saw him as having too much of a physical advantage. In 2017, Cliff was rushed to the hospital after suffering a brain hemorrhage. Later, he was diagnosed with lymphoma. In 2019, he underwent surgery to treat the cancer, but he died of the disease August 29, 2020, at age 53. Rudy Boesch. Rudy was one of the most popular and charismatic players to ever appear on Survivor. He competed in the first season in Borneo. A few of his fellow castaways felt like he was a weak link since he was the oldest player on the island at age 72, but being the tough-as-nails former Navy SEAL he was, he made an early alliance with the eventual game winner Richard Hatch. He ended up finishing the season in 3rd place after losing the last immunity challenge. Before we tell you more about the 10 Survivor castmates who have passed away, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Caleb Bankston. This player appeared in the Survivor Blood vs. Water season alongside his partner Colton Cumble in 2013 when he was 26. Tragically, he was killed a little over a year later in a freak train accident when he was just 27. According to a news report, he was killed in the accident while he was working on a coal train that derailed. Bankston and Cumble were planning to get married in October of 2014, just 4 months after he was killed. In an interview with an Alabama newspaper, a very devastated Cumble referred to Bankston as his everything. Shortly after his death, Survivor's production team released a statement via the show's host, Jeff Probst, that expressed how the entire Survivor crew who were filming in Nicaragua was shocked and deeply saddened by the loss of Bankston. The statement described him as one of the show's most likable and humble contestants that had ever appeared. Angie Jakusz. This castaway was a member of the notoriously hapless Oolong tribe on Survivor Palau. Even though she was considered among the strongest challenge competitors, she was dealt a pretty awful hand when she was subjected to a surprise double tribal council that gave her teammates no other choice but to vote her off the island. Post-Survivor, she lived a pretty private life. In 2018, her husband created a GoFundMe for their family after she was diagnosed with squamous cell colorectal cancer in 2017. On January 8, 2021, Angie's family announced she had passed away at age 40. Ashley Massaro. Massaro competed in the 15th season of Survivor in China. She was assigned to the Zanhu tribe alongside her popular teammates Frosty Zernow and Peggy La. Her time on the show was short-lived, as she got sick not long after the competition had begun. She struggled to adjust to the elements, and that proved her downfall, as her tribe mates voted her out second after casting out Chicken Morris. Post-Survivor, Ashley, who worked as a WWE diva, went back to the wrestling world while raising her daughter Alexa. Sadly, she hanged herself on May 16, 2019, 10 days before celebrating her 40th birthday. Dan Kay. Kay was a member of the Fang tribe during Survivor Gabon. He was praised by his tribe mates early on in the competition for being one of the tribe's most capable and strongest leaders. He was eliminated on day 21 after being accused of secretly holding an immunity idol. Kay died December 31, 2016 at age 40. He was survived by girlfriend Jennifer and his 2 children. Jennifer Lyon. Lyon competed as a member of the Koro tribe on Survivor Palau. During her time playing the game, Jen enjoyed a flirtatious romance with Greg Carey. After leaving the competition, the two even briefly dated off-camera. Post-Survivor, Lyon consulted her doctor after finding a lump on her breast. She was 33 when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She passed away after losing her battle with the disease on January 19, 2010. She was 37. She was also the first Survivor alum to pass away. Ralph Kiser. Hailing from Lebanon, Virginia, where he worked as a farmer, this Survivor Redemption Island contestant notably stumbled upon a hidden immunity idol before Survivor veteran Russell Hentz could find it himself. Kiser also played a crucial role in the Zapatera 6's plot to oust Russell, resulting in Hentz's elimination for the first time in his 3 seasons of play. After merging with the other tribe, Ralph discovered he was on the wrong side of a numbers game and was inevitably voted out. He was in 9th place. Ralph was also known for constantly misspelling other players' names at Tribal Council. Sadly, Ralph passed away from a heart attack April 20th, 2022. He was 56. Jeff Probst made a statement through the show's Twitter where he offered Kiser's family his condolences. He described Kiser as having a huge smile, a positive attitude, and being one of the most likable players to ever compete. Now it's time to hear from you. Which one of these Survivor competitors was your favorite? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Factsverse if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content. By the way, if you haven't joined Factsverse as a member yet, be sure to look below this video and click the join button. By becoming a paid member of Factsverse, you'll get access to exclusive video content that you won't find anywhere else. This includes some of our more mature content that isn't suitable for public audiences, which includes topics like Hollywood actresses who posed for Playboy and some of the steamiest moments in movie history. Plus, you can enjoy these videos completely ad-free. Our biggest fans will notice they also get badges next to their name when they leave comments on our videos. We pay special attention to comments from our members, and so do other viewers. So if you want exclusive content from Factsverse or inside access to discussions with other community members, click the join button to get started for just $4.99. There are hours of members-only videos waiting for you, with new videos added every month. And we're actively working on bringing even more features to help fans like you connect with other members and get more of your favorite content. Just click join, and we'll see you inside the membership tab.